Red means this must be done right away. If you cannot complete this in 24 hours, the administrator would have to give you approval to go longer. Blue means you have 1 week. Green means that you have 2 weeks to get it done. Yellow means you have 2 days to get it done. Black means you have 3 days to get it done. Herbie and Devin directives. Order more walkie-talkie. Devin 2-day deadline. Make policy for walkie-talkie. Devin 2-day deadline. SDS books need in place. Mate should be over the disaster book, and MDS book. Devin, you have 2 weeks to get this. TV monitor will be placed inside dining room for viewing front door for now. Devin said he will download Ring on to at least 3 people phone, so if anyone needs to get in, they can just push the button. Devin, you have 1 week to get this done. Floor buffer broke. Devin, you have 3 days to get this done. Fence being put up around a hall. Devin, you have 2 weeks to get this done. Meet with Emily and get disaster codes in place. Do not leave the building without this being done, and post it throughout the building, so everybody knows what is expected of them. Devin. Lights in courtyard. Devin, you have 2 days to get it done. Code to go outside front door should be different than any other code. You got 1 day to get it done. 1 code coming in, 1 code coming out. Devin, you got 1 day to get it done. Hamida directives. We'll take 2 people each and pull their task. Every task they don't need, they will turn into a PRN. After you pick out what task will be done, you will then schedule when that task needs to be done for that resident. I need to see posted in the building on every hallway what CNAs can do versus what NA can do. You have 1 day to put this in place. You 3 nurses should do 2 people each. 6 residents a day total should be done. Each day you should airdrop Wentrick all 6 of the resident tasks you have just locked into place. On tomorrow you will airdrop Wentrick all you have done so far. This is due tomorrow. Make spreadsheet for task for each res and schedule it. You got 1 day left to get it done. Clean up LPN desk, make it look good. HKW, you got 3 days to get it done. Aspiration concerns for dining room. HKW, do not leave the building without this being done and completed and educated with proof of documentation, so we can prove everybody understands the plan. Yeah, put in place. Dining room should be cleaned up after each meal. HKW, you have 1 day to get this in place. Dietary sup stays in front dining and kitchen area from 8 to 10 am. HKW, you have 1 day to get this in place. Ghost file for Midwest. HKW, you have 1 week to get this done. Review smoking process. HKW, you have 1 week to get this done. AD checks. HKW, you have 2 days to get this done. Admission process. HKW, you have 2 days to put this in place. Robo in kitchen broke. HKW, you have 2 days to get this done. Kaylin will have all referrer approved by me, then sent to Hamida to coordinate placement in behavior unit. You have 2 weeks to get this done. So call Kaylin and make sure this process is being followed. Emily's directives. Quarterly notes. Emily, do you have 2 weeks to get this done for dietary, social service and activities? Lockers for staff to use. Emily, we don't want to see any personal items behind nurse's desk. You have 2 days to get this done. Resident trust. Emily, do you have 1 week to get this done? You must get resident trust straightened out and meet with Lori, and make sure she's okay with everything. There should be activities in the dining room from 10 am till 4 private message. Without fail. Emily, you have 3 days to get this in place. Write a letter to the residents letting them know everything going on in Beloved. All the changes. Emily Amp. HKW, you have 3 days to get this done. Some of the most important thing is to inform the resident is that dining room door being locked and your vending machines being kept outside of that dining room. Let your resident know that they will have access to all items except for aspiration risk. 911 res, that is a chalk risk. Emily, do not leave the building until this is done. Educated and post it where your staff can get a hold of you, understand it, and implement. Food left on halls. Don Amp. Emily, do not leave the building until this has been educated, completely put in place, documented, and placed at the nurse's desk, where everybody knows where it is so they can read it and follow it and implement it. November 1st, 2023, should be the opening date for new behavior unit. Emily, you have 2 weeks to get this unit prepared and ready to go. Staffing meeting daily, called by Manny. Do you have 1 day to get this in place?